Hi everyone, I am Night Shifter and today we're gonna learn how to make online UI Goku players block. Let's get into it. First of all, what can you do against Chew on 4H? This is very important. Anytime UI Goku touches the ground after using this move, he will have 10 frames of landing recovery in which he is punishable. He is -10 there, as you can see. Backdashing left him quite far away though, so what would be the best way to get in range to punish him? Simply dash blocking. The input is basically 664 or 661. You need to dash and then try to block as quickly as possible after inputting said dash. You'll need to hold back for a little bit before you actually get into the blocking stance, as you can see here. He doesn't go into it immediately, he takes some time to actually stop his dash momentum before crouching down, so keep that in mind. Dash blocking will be the following: Chew on 4H into Chew on 4H, Chew on 4H into beam, no matter how much he delays it, Chew on 4H into other flip options, and Chew on 4H into immediate air dash buttons. Can UI do anything about this? Because it takes a split second for you to get into your blocking stance after dashing, UI can backdash and try to whiff punish any buttons that you may try to press. This is why I suggest that once you dash block, you just keep on blocking for a while and watch what UI Goku does. By waiting, you might be able to whiff punish him instead of letting him do it to you. There's another oddly specific situation though. If he backdashes with a button, he's left just close enough to actually take his turn. As you can see, this issue is negated entirely if you do 664 rather than 661 though. Because 664 makes you walk back a tiny bit, allowing you to stay outside of his range. Whereas 661 just makes you crouch in place. So if you can help it, try and just hold back rather than down back. UI Goku's best option against dash blocking would probably be this: a delayed air dash JM. This is another reason why it's preferable to do 664 instead of 1. Because if you hold down back, you're gonna be blocking low, so this JM is going to hit you. Keep in mind though that even this is not a free turn for him. Perhaps you noticed earlier that JM5L frame trapped. Why is that? Well, if you remember, Chew on 4H gives you a lot of landing recovery. This takes away from the plus frames that UI would normally have after JM. So it will leave him +5 at best here, if he delays it as much as possible before touching the ground. +3. There we go. +5 is the best it can get, and 5L is a 7 frame normal, so the gap between JM 5L will be of at least 2 frames, allowing you to reflect or even level 3 if you're feeling yourself. One more thing. There is another option you have that can deal with the last scenario I showed off as well as every other one, and it's this: super jumping forward while holding back to be able to block. Double Chew on 4H won't work, as I showed off earlier. Air dash button won't reach. A backdash would leave you way out of range. A beam is actually punishable for dash there, and even something like a backdash beam will leave him surprisingly negative, and might also be punishable by just spending another jump and then super dashing. UI Goku has a way to make himself perfectly safe against this though, by just doing 236L. It will leave him -5. Meanwhile, if you dash block this, he is left horrendously minus. You can see, especially if you crouch block it. Lastly, for Chew on 4H plus assist, all you need to do is reflect the assist if you can, or the normal that may come after it. It's not going to guarantee that you will get out of pressure, but it will put you in a much better defensive position. Moving on to Unrestrained Will, aka his wake up DP bullshit. People honestly complain about this more than they need to, because it's actually not too difficult to deal with. After the DP, UI Goku's only options are his counter super, vanishing, and just doing nothing. Wait it out. That is all you need to do. With just a little bit of practice, you should be able to do all of that as well. My advice to you would be to focus on Shuheiching vanishes, because you can cover everything else by just waiting, so reacting to the vanish is the only thing that's really gonna need your attention. And if you're really feeling yourself... Lastly, let's cover Choo-Choo-S. A frame 1 anti-air. It's pretty stupid to have that, especially considering that he can call an assist while it's going on. So you could be going for your usual safe jump Oki, only for him to do Choo-Choo-S plus assist and steal a turn out of nowhere. That certainly sucks, doesn't it? Just doing a grounded meaty has its weaknesses because it won't catch up tech, nor will it safe jump frame 1 reversals. However, you do have a different option that will do everything for you. Just do your safe jump as usual, so that it would catch up tech, but call an assist as well, so that if UI decides to Choo-Choo-S, the assist will hit him meaty. This is done best with DP assists because of their invul, but I'm pretty sure you can do it with just about any kind of assist, provided you time it right. Before you ask, yes, this also works on Labcoat's 2-on-4H, so this will no longer have to torment you either. She needs to be stopped! That concludes my guide on dealing with UI Goku's defensive bullshit. I hope you've learned something interesting from this video. See you next time, and take care.